Season 4 is gonna be huge. We're just days away from Season 4 coming out. Today we're gonna go over everything I think we're gonna get in this next season of Fortnite Creative. Now before we go everything I think we're gonna get, let's look back at everything we got this last season. In the first update of last season, we got the level instance device, and would later get the level loader device, which are both really cool devices. Also in update 1, we got the stats manager, but it's no longer in creative mode. And then we also got the physics trees and boulders, and while these were really cool, to me they're kind of disappointing. They're super bugged. In the next update, we get the item placer, which is still a little bit bugged, but a really great device. We get the ability to name and hire guards, plus the ability to ride on animals, which I love. And we actually got the grapple glove, which is great, but it's not as good as it could be. The next month of updates were a little underwhelming, where we just got some battle royale weapons, some prefabs and galleries, which were cool. And then we finally got the level loader device and the player marker, which I got to make a really cool map out of, and the new primitive shapes, which are awesome. We also got waterfalls, which were amazing, and I've been waiting for those forever. But at this point, I was feeling like the season just really wasn't as good as the last one. And then we finally, after a year of waiting, got the melee manager. We also got the first person build mode and some faster flight speeds. And I would say this season was pretty dang good. I really can't complain. Creative's just getting better and better. Now, there are a few things we've just been waiting forever for. One of those is the gravity gun, and we've been waiting for that almost as long as we had to wait for the melee manager. The emote controller is another device that's been out for a long time that we still don't have access to. The throwing toy spawner has been seen in multiple maps, yet we still don't have it. So those are things that could drop any second in any update. Now we're gonna look at some of the leaks that have come out over the past number of months that we still haven't seen in creative mode, and you'll see all of the tabs I've got open up here. Those are all of the different leaks. The first is the rotation options for the prop mover. The prop mover to me is one of the best devices, and you can see in some of these different settings that we'll be able to control pitch, roll, and yaw, like how long it can rotate. I mean, this seems like a really great addition to the prop mover. We've even seen it in this 3D lab map where they got access to this feature. This whole device here is rotating, and I can't wait till we all get access to this, because this just opens up more possibilities for us. I'm hoping this comes really soon. The next more recent leak has been for a stamina prop gallery. Still not sure what this means. It says place a gallery in an instant. I mean, maybe it's a gallery of stuff that gives you more stamina, or that you can run on consistently, like a treadmill or something. I don't know, guys. We recently got the leak that they're working on a prop version of the sequencer device. To me, that could be a huge game changer, especially for things like boss fights, death runs, adventure maps. Like, there is so many possibilities. The sequencer that acts as a prop. There may also be a prop version of the team settings device. I'm not sure how useful that would be, but I feel like nowadays every device needs to be a prop device. This is one we got a while ago. It's called a prop spawner device. Here's some of the settings that they have for it. Destroys all spawn objects when receiving from the selected channel. Does not release physics objects. Also, it spawns the object when receiving from the selected channel and destroys the existing object. So potentially this turns normal objects into physics objects. I don't really understand what this is. We got this leak way back in July, and we still haven't seen anything with it. There's also the new crowd volume device, which I thought I saw in the iHeartRadio map, but I don't think that's what it was. I think this is going to be a bigger scale thing for concerts and things like that. I don't know if we'll all get access to this or not. I don't know why we wouldn't. This is a big one. This is the cinematic sequence device. Now, I feel like I saw this device just a little bit at the end of the Dragon Ball Z map. When you saw that dragon, it kind of made you lock onto it. So I'm excited to see what this is, and hopefully we get access to it soon. This one was leaked back in June, but there's an animated mesh device. It applies animations to a skeletal mesh. I'm thinking what that means is it takes something like the character device, and then you can animate it however you want. I have no idea how this is going to work, but this one is super exciting to me. This one's kind of odd to me, but there's a teleporter pad device. And this doesn't seem like an actual device. It seems like a consumable, but it seems like how this works is you can throw it out, and then your player can teleport to that at some other point. I mean, that would be really fun for a lot of maps, but I don't know. I haven't seen anything else about it since this leak. Of course, we've been hearing about the chair device forever and ever. Why we don't have this yet, I don't know. It seems like a really simple device. I mean, we've even seen some footage of this. This is the footage that was, I don't know, kind of leaked a while ago. It's just a device that you go up to and you can literally just sit on it. It's really simple. I don't know why it's been taking so long for them to release this. I mean, maybe they're working on beds and I don't know, other things that you can interact with. We'll have to wait and see. There was also an analytic device icon leaked a while ago. And once again, I don't really know the purpose of this other than to show like analytics of what people are interacting with. I don't know. Could be help for map makers. Could be one of those things that only a few use. I don't know. We should see the addition of these different weapons like those swords, the spear, the fireman axe, the power sword. Like we should get all of these added to the melee manager hopefully in the coming months. A big one that was leaked a while ago is Colombo. Supposedly we're supposed to at some point get a Colombo spawner. My guess is that it will coincide with the re-release of Colombo into the Battle Royale island. If that ever happens, I hope we get it soon, because who doesn't love Colombo? Now, one of the most exciting leaks to me is Creative Royale. Now, these images I'm about to show you are different settings that belong with Creative Royale. There's even devices that are specifically made for this creative mode. But basically what this is we'll have access to the entire Battle Royale island, but also have access to creative tools. This is huge news for me, to be able to get anywhere on this island, to be able to delete everything that's there and replace it with what I want to be there, and then be able to make my own game mode. Like, that will open up so many awesome possibilities. If we actually get access to this next season, I'm gonna be doing a huge project with it, and I want every one of you to be involved with it. It's gonna be insane. I cannot wait for this one. This one's big. There have been some leaks that in Battle Royale we may get motorcycles or even a new mech. I mean, how cool would having a motorcycle in creative mode be? I would love that. And if Battle Royale's gonna get it, then we'll get it hopefully a few weeks later, as long as there's no like collab connected to it. It's also been leaked for Battle Royale that they're working on like a first person mode like this, where you can run around, you can shoot. We already have this building mode in first person, which I think is absolutely fantastic. But I want a version where we can actually like play in first person, where you can come and mantle, jump through walls, whatever. And you know my backrooms map's gonna be in first person when we get that. Last thing I really want to talk about is this tweet from Tim Sweeney, where he said Epic is working on a Fortnite Creative Economy version 2 and 3 already. Expect some big changes throughout the year. There's a few things I expect with this change in the supported creator code. One is they need to split more revenue with map makers. I mean, map makers are literally out here building most of the new stuff in Fortnite. Sure, the top level stuff is like Battle Royale, but if you just scroll down a little bit, I mean, look at all of these maps. This is all made by people like you and me. And right now, map makers are only making 5% of sales on V-Bucks when someone happens to come to support a creator code and put something in. I'm gonna put in Cypher PK here because he's getting an icon skin and I'm super excited for him. But what I hope to see is they're doing a more of a split on how many people play your map or how long people are playing your maps in general. That would be huge. Along with that, they need to open up publishing rights to every single creator. I'm talking about anyone who can open creative mode should be able to publish maps. Now, that doesn't mean I think everyone should be able to make money. I think the new creator code system needs to be applied to, and once you're accepted into it, then your maps can go into discovery and you can earn money. Otherwise, you can just publish your maps and your friends can play them. This has to happen before Creative 2.0 comes out. I'm hoping we see this adjustment this season, because I personally think Creative 2.0 will come sometime in December, which I think that's when the next season comes out. I'm not sure. It's been nearly 2 years since they announced Creative 2.0, and if what Tim says that it's still on track to come out this year is true, that timing just makes sense to me. Regardless, I think this next season is gonna be huge for creative mode, and I hope you'll be here with me for it.